Happy Friday, everybody. We are live, El Sancho live. Hello, hello, hello. We are here to do open panel. We are here to do some body cam breakdowns. We're here with Kev. We're here with Matt. How are you two doing tonight?
Hanging in there.
Happy Friday to the both of you. Let's fire up Streamlabs real quick, shall we? Get Streamlabs to start putting some work in. For those who Taco Josh is here. Taco, welcome, my guy.
Hello.
Welcome, Randy, Jessica S.
Hey, Taco.
Hi, Taco.
Catnat, Randy, hello, Murph, no name, Conspiracy Against Transparency. How is everybody doing on a Friday evening? Let's start some small talk before we get into people getting shot, shall we? How's everyone doing tonight?
Good.
I don't want to get to the blood, guts, and gore right away, but I want to stress that it's viewer discretion is advised, and some crazy shit's about to go down tonight on Body Cam Breakdown, and you've all been forewarned. I don't want anybody crying to their mother because Sancho showed something really bad tonight. Listen, body cams is what this is, man, and this kind of shows the world of what really happens out there with law enforcement and the everyday struggles, Matt, that they encounter. Great fucking statement. He didn't hear me.
It's a real life
Shit. Mm-hmm. Real life, for real. So let's go to San Diego Police. We had a officer involved shooting in San Diego. Let's break it down.
Hi, I have an inebriated person in my house. I simply want them to leave the room that I'm in. My husband.
What's your address?
Celtic Court, San Diego, California.
It's what?
So we have a domestic dispute right now.
Yeah, involving alcohol.
Husband's inebriated.
CELTIC.
San Diego.
Do you think? Could I put you on speaker? Yes, it's a house. Perhaps if he hears you, he will leave. One moment, please.
Does that usually work? If you put a cop on the phone, they'll just stop and just go away and stop being drunk and abusive?
Well, that's gonna be the dispatcher, and I mean it might if you be on the phone with police.
We're coming for you if you don't behave. I mean, is that what dispatchers do it essentially? Like,
no, just the fact of the person communicating with the dispatcher is that might get them, but it might piss them off too. So you got to really be careful about doing it.
You called the cops on me. I can kind of. Especially when this person's inebriated, it's kind of an unpredictable aspect that law enforcement's about to encounter. Kev?
Yeah, if I'm going down, you're going down with me. I can see it now.
Right. This is why I don't drink alcohol. This is why I'm very limited to drinking alcohol, because the inebriation, losing control aspect could be a little bit too much.
They're on the phone. Could you please leave the room?
No.
Husband says no.
Hey, ma'am.
Yes.
Is this a house or an apartment?
Husband's on the phone now?
It's a house.
Okay, what's the cross street?
My house. It's my house.
Okay, that's okay. I'm just going to speak to her, sir.
I just need you to leave the room.
Asking for phone manners now?
What is the cross street?
Donaker, Donaker.
What is your name, ma'am?
And she's not the owner of the house.
Can you spell that, please, ma'am? And then you said...
Yes.
What's your phone number?
And again, she's not the owner of the house.
Sir, I don't need to speak.
Sancho, can you talk for a second?
Yes, I can. I want to say hello to One Hot Gal real quick, and Gemini and Mama Bubbles. Go ahead.
Yeah, somebody just in the comments, Mama Bubbles said domestics is one of the most dangerous calls officers can go on, and yes, it's true. Because people's emotions are already high, and most of the time, especially if there's an allegation of physical violence, then officers, if they find probable cause, they have to arrest somebody. So they have to arrest somebody in their own home, and there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong. So it is one of the most dangerous situations an officer can go into.
The unknown, Taco Josh, is the biggest thing that law enforcement, every call, embraces.
Yep.
Good answer.
Just leave the room, please.
You know this is where this is going. I'm going to pull out a gun.
Uh-oh.
Does he live there?
Oh, no.
Yes, he lives here.
He's going to pull out a gun. It's unloaded.
I own the fucking house.
This is a problem. Houston, we have a problem.
And see, now those unknowns just became a lot more
Yes.
riskier.
Just leave.
No, the
room.
second the gun's mentioned, the dispatch clearly heard that, Matt, and things just got serious. Nicholas, how are you, my guy? Rebecca, how are you? Things just got escalated, no?
Oh yeah, and the dispatcher's trying to get information. Unfortunately, right now, because there's a confrontation, they may or may not be able to get to all the information they need, so that way officers can know basically the most information possible for the situation. And normally they send more than one officer. They usually send two, and depending on or more, to domestic situations. And if there's a gun mentioned, they're going to dispatch some more officers and probably a supervisor out there.
Now, Matt, is there a second dispatcher relaying this to the officers?
Yeah, normally the way it works is there's in a dispatch center, you'll have dispatchers that are focused on taking 911 calls. You'll have dispatchers that dispatch fire and EMS, and then you have dispatchers that dispatch police. So the call taker will get all the information for the call, they'll put it in, and then they'll relay that over to the police dispatch, and police dispatcher will dispatch necessary police resources, and fire will and EMS dispatch will dispatch the necessary resources from that aspect as well too.
Jed Petty, hello. Waterboy, hello. How's everyone doing tonight?
So is that going down like in real time, like as the dispatcher's typing?
Yeah, and that's one thing people don't realize about calls when they call the police or call 911 is it's not just instant. Like for example, there's a shoplifting that occurs. I'll give you a great example. A couple of weeks ago, we had a shoplifting at a Lowe's, and they took off on a motorcycle. Well, by the time that person's called, the shoplifter, had, and all the information was entered, and we got the call over the radio. The person was already almost out of our jurisdiction. So, I mean, it can be. They were probably about, I would say, 4 miles down the road already. So, it's not just instantaneous. So.
You want to see where this is going?
What is this first
It's
amendment?
going to be it's going to be suicide by cop.
Richard Young.
What did you say, sir?
He's not going to do anything.
What did he say?
I said it's going to be suicide by cop.
And how do you intend to do that?
Oh, shit.
I'm going to come out with a loaded gun.
He doesn't have a loaded gun.
Do you have one?
He does not have a loaded gun.
No, I have a loaded.
Ma'am, is there one in the house?
It's unloaded. It's wrapped up. It's in storage.
Is it in the house?
No, it's going to be suicide by cop.
Yeah, Matt, we got a problem here.
Mm-hmm.
We got a problem here. And, wow.
Storage.
Hello, Southern H. If anyone's seen my wifey, Jess H., please let her know I said hello and I'm looking for her.
Where is it?
In the bedroom.
Under my control.
Just cut it out. Could you just leave the room?
You're the one
Just leave the room.
No, this is what we're doing. We're going this way. We're going this way.
Just get out of the room.
No, bullshit.
I had a blast, Sarah, as well.
Do you think she should have just maybe left the house?
Where is it in the house?
I mean, so if they're married, I don't know. It says their husband and wife. If they're married, I mean, technically, she doesn't have to leave the house. I mean, it might be the smart thing, but the house is their joint marital property, so she doesn't have to technically. However, would it be the smart thing? Probably, yeah. So and unfortunately, what's crazy is a lot of domestic disputes. A lot of times they're just verbal, and the police will just tell them, look, like for example, if they're married, even though y'all own the house, somebody may need to go cool off for a few minutes or a couple hours, go somewhere else, drive around, do whatever, and come back and have cooler heads prevail, and then try to work out your your issues. So we'll tell them to do stuff like that.
I almost forgot. Quick public service announcement. If you are a part of our members only, please subscribe to our members only. Join our Discord. I have a really exclusive video a really awesome video just to show people. And I'll leave it at that. So if you're a part of our members only, you know what? Just fucking hit me up on Discord. I'll send you the video. All right.
Okay.
It's Southern Kevin's Matt and Kev have seen the video today, and it's when Sancho meets Bucket Boy, and it's a classic fucking video.
It's funny.
It's funny as hell, and yeah, that's a whole other like hour show about me and Bucket Boy meeting for the first time today and the hijinks that guy was up to. It was hilarious.
First time you met your son.
Yeah, first time. It was. It had a really hilarious ending that I may talk about at the end of all this depressing stuff that we're going to be talking about when people getting shot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a good story to save, Kev. You know what I'm saying? It's called a cliffhanger.
Yes.
Let's keep going. Keep it
It's
moving.
in storage. It is unloaded. It's an old thing that he inherited back in
Where is it in the house?
1995. It's something he inherited in 1995.
I'm sorry, where is it in the house?
It's in the bedroom, and I'm in a closet.
When you not show up, I'll be sending it to them.
Rick, you're being ridiculous.
No.
No. And the victim. Okay.
Now, if you want to, hey, Sancho, can I point something out? So, because of that information that they got already, you notice how many officers are already on the scene. And the reason is they want to try to make sure that they can diffuse the situation if possible, and also maybe maintain a perimeter. That way the situation doesn't, explode out into, because, this guy, he's inebriated, according to the wife. You don't know what he's going to do, because he's already pissed off. And there's a firearm involved. And so the more officers they have, the more, if they need to use force or whatever, the more they're less likely to get, injured, and also able to get the victim out of there as well too. They've got, and over the radio, I heard the little tone. They've already got the channel held, which means, all non-emergency radio traffic's being held at this point because this serious situation's going on. So they're focused solely on this situation right now.
Fuck it. Streamlabs is asking old questions. Josh, can you stall for a second?
Okay. Hello, people. Welcome. We got Glitterbug, Lisa Marie, Rebecca, Ed.
Well, Josh, let me ask you a question here.
Sure.
So if you were going to be the officer that's going up to this house to try to talk to this guy, what would you say to him?
Well, first I'd I'd make myself known. Not nice and loud, and try to be like, hey, we're not here to harm you, and try and what's going on, sir, type thing. See, try and gauge, are you armed, type thing. And if he is, if he is armed, put the firearm down. That type of stuff.
Well,
before ever entering the room.
Well, the thing is, so with this situation and with all domestics, you actually, as a police officer, the first thing you want to do is you don't want to just go straight up to the house. You want to park a little bit down the street, that way they can't see you, and
Right.
then you want to be able to listen, if you can, to see if you can hear, like, for example, stuff being thrown around, if you can hear screaming, yelling, stuff like that. That way
Okay.
you can confirm, first of all, this is the correct address where the alleged domestic is occurring. And second, if you can hear stuff, you can also add that, later when you're filling out your warrant and everything else. And then also it
I
allows
guess
you
the
to
first thing
figure
too.
out where people are in the house if you can too.
And I guess the first thing too would be to try to get her out of the situation too.
Well, anytime you show up to the domestic, the most important thing is you want to make the scene safe and you want to separate the parties. So that way you
Right.
can talk to each person individually, figure out now, like I said, but before that, they're going to have to make sure that you want to get both, because there's a firearm in the house. I would want to get both parties outside of the house personally. And then what you can do is you can separate them and talk to them individually, figure out what's going on. And, if they don't want to separate, then you got a whole other situation. If you can't get them out, then you got a barricaded person in the house with a firearm potentially, and it becomes a whole different situation.
Right.
These peppers look hilarious for the members only. These red peppers is hilarious looking at them. Sorry, focus, Sancho.
Yeah, you need to listen to our instructions.
We got a
I'm
problem.
not going to play games with you. Call the police. Get over here. Come over here. Let's go. I am. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Guys, viewer discretion is advised. This isn't going to end well. Oh, he's reaching for the gun.
Oh, he's on the porch.
Right now, you understand? Do not move.
Somebody
They shoot him?
Put your hands on your back. You okay?
I didn't even hear them shoot him.
Yeah, I didn't even hear it either.
I heard a little pop, but it wasn't.
Can you go back a bit, Sancho?
What's this?
Now she's regretting it now, huh?
Yeah, I think I heard one shot.
Did you hear the pop? Right there. It sounded so low, though. Gunshots don't sound that loud. No, I mean, it sounded like a baby shot.
It might have been because of the audio. Because gunshots are really loud. Well, because of how close, and I mean, for whatever reason, maybe the body cam muffled it. Because that happens a lot with anytime people try to record firearm noise,
Right.
over audio.
But we didn't see no flashbang or anything. We didn't see nothing.
Nothing.
The officer might have been in the way. It might have been that
Sure.
It was
officer
like
that
it was
was
like
right in
the
front of him.
worst orgasm ever. It's like you didn't even see.
They were kind of badly in position for that too. They weren't, because they
Right.
were all kind of
Super close.
Yeah, the issue.
They were in a square.
So yeah, the issue is, so he's on the porch, and there's not really a good way to come around,
Right.
behind him or whatever. They could have come from the side of the house potentially, and that's something later on they can evaluate the situation and figure out. But I mean, you can see he had the gun in his waistband in the back there, and he reached for it as soon as they went to go grab him. And the thing is that you got to secure their, and I think they tried to secure his arms, but he was reaching for that gun, and I think he got it out before they could get him secured. So,
if you were Officer Taco and Officer Kev, would you have pistol whipped him or shot him?
Shot him.
Kev?
Probably shot him if he was, knowing what we know,
Right.
The only thing I was worried about was crossfire, because I think you had two cops on one side, two cops on the other side.
It looked like it was like it was described by Nicholas. It was essentially a body to body shot, a close body shot, which is why there wasn't a pop.
Well, and you know what? Most shootings, whether they're police shootings or not, whether it's just people getting shot, and they're within 5 feet of each other normally. I mean, they're normally pretty close together, statistically. So
normal shootings are that close?
Yes, most shootings are.
Really?
Sancho, I think the body cam just didn't pick up. It's kind of like when sometimes when you have a panelist who starts yelling where the mic just kind of turns off almost. I think it was kind of like that.
Do you know what to do when a domestic violence victim calls and orders a pizza? It means get the cops here with the quickness. Isn't there like I've heard of multiple stories of that where someone calls the police and they call the pizza place because of course the person
Yeah, Little Caesars.
Shut up, dude. Because I
Yeah,
have little.
well, I've actually heard a 911 call that was like this, and they basically were able to, they finagle it to where they were talking like they were talking to the pizza person, but they were able to describe, for how many people, how many people in the room, her and somebody else, the address, obviously, and do you need, and then she was able to tell me, get here quickly, that kind of thing. So, I mean, it could work. It just really depends. I've only seen that one time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a viral story too.
Yeah.
So that's good. It was a viral story.
Yeah. Anybody hurt?
Now, did he die from this?
She's getting pinned up now. We'll see. Yeah, she's not happy now. Oh, yeah, he's shot.
She might have been drinking too, huh?
Yeah, usually if one's drinking, maybe both are drinking. You know? Here we go. Oh, they chose the shot. He pulls the gun
Here's
out.
the gun. He grabs it.
No audio, which I believe this is a.
Wait. It was like a hostage thing. Oh, she was sitting in his lap. Oh.
Hold on, let me play this back in big screen because this is so. Oh my god, fuck me in the ass. Hold on.
What is Brian Sessions in here?
Shit.
Rewind. All right, so let's. This is a separate cam with no audio.
Wait, pause it.
You're blocked.
So
she's sitting on his lap like nothing's
blocked
going
already.
So he's got her almost like in a hostage kind of situation.
Oh, you think that's a hostage situation?
I mean, it looks like it.
I don't think.
Well, he's on top of the gun, though. I mean, it's like it's in his back. I don't know.
It looks like she's sitting on his lap.
Like they're making up or something.
I don't know what hostage situation you see.
Well, I'm not saying it's what it is. I mean, it could be though.
It looks like her buttocks are grinding on his penis, if you ask me.
So I mean,
we're in a clinical show now.
But he could be like holding her there. She may want to get up because remember she was wanting him to leave the room. So why the hell would she be sitting in his lap?
Right.
Someone in the comments, Sancho, said something about a bullet going through a body. Most bullets that cops carry, either 9mm or 40 caliber, will not travel through a body. It'll hit bone density before it actually goes through, and it's usually a pretty low grain they carry.
And they're usually hollow point as well, too.
Correct. And as Matt was saying before, most shootings in the police world and involvements like 2 to 4 feet. Right. But shootings happen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys know this, but most shootings happen between 2 to 4 feet.
Thank you, Sancho. You're a wisdom of knowledge.
I didn't, I just wanted to drop that right now, just so you guys were aware. So here's the other shot, body cam of it.
So they get her up, and then he starts, and this is when he goes for the gun.
He just reaches, boom! There it is, right there. Shot him right in the stomach. Right there. Shot him right in the fucking stomach. She tries to get in the way. She's interfering. He gets shot right in the stomach.
Someone else made a comment, a rather stupid comment about if there's a black guy who'd been shot 3 or 4 times. The one cop realized the other cops were in crossfires while he fired the one shot and backed off, and they took him into custody. So it wasn't a fact of being black or white. It's a fact that there was a lot of crossfire.
I have a theory that she was holding him down because she didn't want him to go up and try to do the suicide by cop.
Might be possible.
And then when they pulled her off, that's when he got up and tried to do it.
This happened a couple days ago. It was released yesterday, so this is rather new. Harry Balls was just talking. Taco Josh, Kev, and Matt the Man are on panel. Thank you all for being here. The individual got hospitalized. He's 61 years old. And I guess he is in stable condition, I guess we can say, since he did. But
It looked like it said it was killed.
who said it was killed?
The title.
Remained hospitalized. No, the title is identify a man involved in officer shooting.
Identity
Killed.
killed an officer.
Oh man, what a buzzkill!
Wait a minute. Scroll down. Does
It
say-
says man killed, but the other thing says he was hospitalized.
Well, okay. But
Horrible.
scroll down. Does it say that he later died in the hospital though?
No, he remained hospitalized under guard as of Thursday. Doesn't say anything about him being killed besides the title. So now we gotta find out if this guy really got fucking killed.
Yes, Emo's diaper. I have a fiance. Thank you that I want to change your diaper either. Matt might though. Matt, will you change Emo's diaper?
All right, let me Google this motherfucker.
Oh sure. Yeah, I'd love to.
All right, cool.
All right, everybody stay put. I'm gonna Google and find out if this guy's dead or not, because
Okay.
I'm reading two conflicting reports here.
Harry, I got a question for you. Do you think it would have been better for them to come up from the side of the house instead of up the front yard?
It depends. Was it accessible without going over fences and stuff? I mean, hindsight's always 20/20. You never walk into this thinking that this is going to evolve with a 60-year-old man pulling a revolver on you.
Well,
Non-fatal.
hey, you didn't catch the 911 call right beforehand.
No, I did not.
So they have audio because the wife put it on speaker of this dude saying that he was going to go get a gun and he was going to try to suicide by cop.
Right.
No, that's different then.
So yeah.
So there it is. Non-fatal. Non-fatal, everybody. So
All right. Well, that's good.
that's some good news. Last time we had like 4 people in a row fucking die. It's like, man, all right, so let's just jump right into the next body cam. Go ahead.
Diaper. And by the way, Matt, Emo likes extra powder.
Okay, cool.
So now we're gonna go to. Is this where we just were? Opalaka Police? No, this happened in
Emo's diaper. I want to let you know I live in Siberia, so good luck trying to find me.
Fuck is emo? What are you people talking? I mean, what the fuck? Y'all get me on this shit. You'll lose me tonight.
Sorry,
It's
Sancho.
chat. People talking to him in chat.
Y'all get me on this shit. You'll fucking lose me, man. This happened in
Don't worry about that now. What's up?
September 21st. So this happened just a couple days ago. So we're kind of going to break down this encounter and get everyone's thoughts on it. Well,
Is there any background on this one?
hold on. Like everybody's joining at once the panel. Hold on. Yeah, there's some background. Anarchist, you there, my guy?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear
All
me?
right, good. I just want to make sure there's no big black cock. You know.
No, it might be a big white one if you want to see it.
Hey, pa. So let's get a little backstory since so this is a family members that called police last month to report that the man Joseph Castro Reyes was acting erratic and violent. The body cam release shows that when the officers arrived at his apartment, Carlos Reyes had been tied with wire and extension cables by his family members. So
Hey.
yeah,
That's fucked up.
shit's about to go down, Anarchist. I really hope you're ready for this.
Oh, I've been ready for many fucking years. But anyway,
Hold on one second. Let me blow. So the family has essentially restrained this individual. Let's see what happens.
Matt's
Oh.
came already.
was that Bucket Boy?
Jeez.
Don't worry about that now. What's up?
This motherfucker.
All right. Never what happened when Okay.
I don't know.
200 kids on the remark.
He started doing like.
Where is he?
Lo tuvimos
¿Pero está
camarada.
aquí?
This is Spanish, right?
Sí, sí.
Lo tuvimos camarada.
¿Está aquí amarrado?
I got a cousin, man. He's crazy.
Empezó a decir, empezó a pelear
I
con
got a
la-
crazy
con la-
cousin,
¿Tú no estás
man.
armado?
¿Ah?
¿No estás
No,
armado,
el problema
no?
es que me tuve que.
Está bien, tranquilo.
No, tuve que quitarme el pantalón, el cordón para poderlo amarrar. Estoy con mi mamá y mis hermanos.
Just hold the air a second. They're advising me somebody's tied up inside. Hold the air.
So, empezó y él trabaja en roofing. No, él nunca ha sido así. Y empezó.
¿Estás aquí adentro?
No, acá.
Kevin,
Empezó
hello.
a
Ed,
botar todo
hello.
el
Golden,
apartamento y mi
hello.
hermano me
EJ,
habló que qué
hello.
estaba pasando.
Bicycle.
Y no sabemos.
No,
What happened? You want me to pause it?
that's it.
¿Pero qué le pasó?
Papito, you want me to
Este
pause
carro
it?
de él, él nunca ha sido.
Huh?
No, we're good. I'm picking up Matt's bicycle in the driveway. It had 3 wheels.
God, man, focus.
Hey, Golden.
I'm under the influence of marijuana, and I have more focus than you do. You have right now.
I wouldn't say that. Okay.
It must be a sativa then. But anyway.
You know what? Don't get me started on that shit because GG4 was a straight indica, and all of a sudden I looked at the fucking back of the label and it said hybrid sativa.
Play.
I got fucking bamboozled. They literally tied this guy up down his pants. His pants are around his ankles.
Oh, what the fuck?
Pantaloons.
Oh my god.
Handcuff him, handcuff him.
What, Matt?
I just said, what the fuck?
Oh, I thought you were asking. I thought you said Sancho.
Secure him. Mírate al revés. No te vamos a soltar por un momento. Mírate al revés. Mírate. Está bien. Y quítale la masa.
Pull his pants up.
Hold the air a second until we untie him and secure him. Hold the air, please. Quítale la soga, quítale la soga.
Where's the furniture?
Yo sé que tú quieres. Yo sé,
I don't know
yo
if it's
sé, son
a.
personas que
It
lo
looks like a
quieren.
laundromat.
¿Cómo te llamas?
You think maybe he was jerking off and got caught, and then he just got tied up in a wire?
He was having sex with the wash machine.
Because if I get caught with my pants around my ankles in a random time, it's for like I'm either in the bathroom, and that's it. Like
Or
if
your
I'm
car.
or my car.
When you're with
What am I playing?
Bucket Boy, right?
What am I playing? Pokemon in my car with my hands?
Or it could be a lewd act on a beach.
Mírate al revés. Hay que mirarlo.
Bucket Boy driving down.
Míralo.
It could be. Oh, this dude's just something.
Are they taking a picture?
I don't know what they're doing.
I would.
It's flashing.
Míralo.
It's probably a bad light bulb.
Wait a minute. We're gonna have to. Hold on.
No, it's the dude's phone. He's got it to where it's flashing.
He's gonna fight. He said.
So they pulled his pants down to like
No fire a la
restrict
policía.
his ankles, I
A la
guess.
policía. Okay, hay que mirarlo. Míralo. Flip him over that way. Flip him over that way.
Oh.
Flip him over. Flip him over.
Man, they really tied him down.
They fucking hoed. They did a little Texas hoedown.
We're gonna need another 15 over here.
Oh, they tied his knees, his ankles, his shins.
No vamos a hacerle nada. No vamos a hacerle nada.
Dios es mi todo. Sé que necesito de Dios. Suéltame. Porque necesito de Dios. Voy a buscar de Dios.
Oh, no.
Hold on.
Fuck today. Someone, please.
It wasn't a cop that did it. It was his own family.
It doesn't matter who did it. It was they picked the man up and they dropped him in his drawers.
Yeah, well,
They literally just picked him up by the chest and dropped him against the floor.
Yeah. Is this in Mexico or where's this video from, man?
Hold on.
What the hell's that?
What is that noise? Is that an ad? What?
It's a pant commercial.
Where is it coming from?
I don't know. I heard it.
Oh, you can hear it?
I can't hear it.
I can't hear it.
I can hear it. I thought it was fucking Harry. I fucking muted him. I thought he was playing sound bites or some shit. Wow, that just came in my ear from the non-fatal article. It automatically played the body cam. That was embarrassing. Let's go.
No, no. En el nombre de Dios, vamos a soltar el chepe. Te estamos soltando, pero estamos soltando ya. Chepe,
Yo.
Llama a los otros policías que están afuera. Dame paz. No le quitas, no lo desamarres. No lo voy a desamarrar. Dios, tú eres todo golpeado, pero no. En el nombre de Dios.
Wow, they are just trying to pull his arms apart, and he is resisting.
I feel like Taco Josh playing these weird ass videos.
Tranquilo, va a estar bien, va a estar bien, va a estar bien. Va a estar bien. Va a estar bien.
The strength this kid has.
Somebody's praying. I can't hear.
En el nombre de Dios. No, the thing is. Hold on. Hold on. La mano atrás. No, déjeme pasarle esta mano para que el corazón corra. Exacto. No, acepto que necesito de ti, Señor. Hay que mirarlo. Ahora sí.
This is nuts. I don't want to see his cock. They're zooming in on his dick. Oh, man.
Matt, would you say this is resisting?
Hold on.
I'm just trying to figure out what the hell is happening.
Harry. It sounds like Glitter and Harry at a hotel, but I mean, is it resisting? Is it resisting?
They're tied up in a hotel. What?
Well,
We all know what it sounds like, but is it resisting?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out what's happening. If this guy was tied up and they tied him up and so they called the police and then now the police are just trying to get him into custody to figure out what's going on or what.
Yeah. It looks like there was a mental breakdown and he was acting psychotic. And long story short, they had to tie the motherfucker up.
It looks like his hands are free and they're trying to get him behind his back and he is just like not having it.
Yeah. Sometimes when you're acting crazy, you got to get tied up. Sometimes when you're acting verbally crazy, you got to get verbally tied up.
And there's
sometimes when you act like a nut.
Yeah.
And there's like 4 or 5 of them trying to pull his hands apart and he is just like got them across his body like.
Yeah.
Harry, are you sure what's going on here or no?
Hey, that's the same thing I told my ex-wife when she's acting crazy. She needs to be tied up, but that's part of the reason why she left me, you know. So,
man.
The one thing is,
because I mean, I saw the one officer put the one handcuff on the one arm and he was like yanking on the other part of the handcuff trying to get that one arm. And it still was not fully given.
Good, Harry.
The one thing that's just concerning, there's absolutely no scene control by the cops there.
Oh, yeah. As I said, they're letting the family members and everything do.
It's like a fucking everyone.
Yeah.
That's the confusing part is they just showed up to watch. They're like Josh Abrams. They're just watchers.
Zip tie your cousin and you'll be okay.
And they're giving pointers of how to pick him up and drop him on his head. Unbelievable. Oh no!
Is this a training video?
I don't know what it is. It looks like a Flocka video, Kev. It does.
I mean, at this point, do you cold cock him behind the head to try and get him to loosen up his arms or something?
Oh wait. I just don't want to see any dick. Oh, you know what that means? They had to tase him. Oh, they tased him when he's tied up. Oh no. Oh, he won't get up. Oh, they tased him. They tased him and he's tied up. Oh, his arms are loose though.
No.
They tased a man with pants around his ankles, Kev.
He still is putting his arms on his chest. He is holding those arms, man.
Was it justified to tasing? Anybody at once?
I'm going
Well,
yes.
honestly, I've been through that. I've been tased
Really?
and maced at the same fucking time for not even resisting. You can believe what you want, but the thing is, well, the check came through. That's all I'm going to say. So it was all on video. But
Hey,
anyway,
I'm glad you didn't get caught on fire.
caught on fire. Yeah, no shit, right? Luckily, they tased me first. You got me, and then they ended up spraying me with fucking pepper spray. I don't know if it was OC gas or which kind of spray they sprayed me with exactly.
I've
But
seen
Are you drinking
videos
beer?
before where people have been sprayed and they got tased and they got caught on fire because of that.
oh yeah, I'm sure if it's at the same time, there's almost no doubt that shit will ignite. Luckily, that shit didn't happen to me. I don't look like Freddy Krueger. Luckily, my wife would have left my ass by now. If so,
Kevin Thomas
but
pulled his pants around his ankle.
Who's drinking?
Do you think he was drinking, or do you think he was on some flakka waka?
He might be on drugs, or maybe he's just mentally got something going on. It's possible. We don't know.
I know, but they just tased him.
Totally secure. Totally secure. Okay. Overpowering this.
Yo, that's rattling home. That's a couple tases. Did I just hear like 3?
Give or take.
Yeah.
That's why they got the bad body camera guy out.
That's why he stepped out. You noticed that, Josh? Thank you. I'm glad I wasn't the only one who noticed that. He took a little quick 10-second smoke break. All this shaking and rattling going on. Like, come on. This is horrible, man. Where's Opalaka? Where the fuck is Opalaka?
By Orlando.
Is it? We're staying in Florida right now.
I know Opelika, which is in Alabama.
No, it's near Orlando, Opelika, Florida. Kissimmee area.
Yeah.
Man, Glitterbug's mad at you, Harry.
Oh, she's full of shit.
I don't know what these two are doing. It's confusing the hell out of me right now.
Careful, it's not Glitterbug. It's Beanie's Liquor. Oh no, it's Glitterbug.
No, it's Glitterbug. That's Glitterbug. That's not
Yeah, they're two different people.
I pulled a beanie on her.
I don't know what happened to Koofless Wonder. I miss her, but
Glitterbug back.
What happened to Sancho's bitch as well? I miss her. Where is she? I woke her up. She was napping, and I woke her up, and I says I'm live, so hopefully she hears me right now.
Next, Mrs. Sancho.
That's the next Mr. Sancho. I love that woman dearly. Yeah.
Aww.
Bucket. What?
Let's get back to some tasing.
That's okay, Papa. Está bien. Es eléctrico.
And by the way, you two were the influence for her to temporarily put that name, but I'm not calling her that. Just for the record.
I had nothing to do with that.
Me either. No one did. I just saw it. I was like, "Whoa, it's awesome!" But yeah.
Tranquilo. No le están haciendo nada. Al revés, no le están dando golpes.
Now they're comforting this guy. What is going on? Like, is everybody? What the fuck is going on?
Honestly, I could not tell you what the hell is going on. I'm so confused.
I think there's a language barrier here.
Maybe he was touching the guy when he got tased.
I speak Spanish, but I'm having a hard time hearing it. And
I feel like Taco Josh put a poison pill in my playlist tonight, and this was it. Like, I really do. This is the kind of shit he would do. Like, this kind of like this is like. There's so much happening right now.
Welcome to the Taco Hut, everyone.
And I don't know where to begin because there's a man getting tased multiple times with pins around his ankles. And then there's another man who dropped him a few minutes ago, is now being the victim, crying in the corner, and everyone's comforting him while his buddy, who he dropped on the back of his head, has just been tased over 3 times, And now I'm waiting for someone else to have a breakdown in the other corner to make it about themselves as well. What
This is a
about
lover
the guy
spat.
that got chased 3 times?
This
If
is
an
a lover
Asian guy
spat.
walks, if an Asian guy walks into the room and starts twisting his nipples, then it's probably my show.
What?
What the
What the
fuck?
hell are you talking about?
I don't know.
Hey, Sancho, see if like
Your nipple
after we're done-
twisting.
hey,
We don't want to hear.
Yeah.
Sancho,
Yeah.
after you're done, see if you can find a news article about this because
Yeah.
I just have to know more about this.
Do you really? Because right now my mind is so blown. I'm thinking about changing the video. Right now.
You would, 'cause the video makes no sense.
What's left?
This is great.
What's left besides a clown and something?
A donkey getting fucked. That's the only thing that's left that hasn't happened so far.
I'm telling you, they're gonna twist the guy's nipples.
This is chaotic beyond belief. Oh my god. Oh my god.
The floor is slippery.
The floor is slippery? Who says that? Did one of us say that or one of them say that? Who said
I
the
didn't
floor
say. That's funny.
Did
That
they
was them.
Peed on it.
The English thing they said was the floor is slippery? Everything else has been in Spanish. The only English thing they say is the floor is slippery because they're trying to justify 6 motherfuckers can't get this guy on their feet.
Harry Matt, after 6 tasings, is it most likely that he peed himself?
It's possible.
It's not the. How
I
many
hope it's pee.
I don't know if the slippery part means KY jelly or what the fuck, but hey, I don't
But
know.
this guy on one of the officers is slipping and sliding on his knees over here, and this dude's wailing like a fucking fish out of water, and nobody can get him to stand up. Is that common?
They can't even get his hands behind his back.
In Florida during the summer when the AC is kicking in and the doors are open, those fucking terrazzo floors get slippery as shit from the humidity.
This is a clusterfuck, Ed. You're damn dead ass and right on this.
It is a clusterfuck. Can we go to the next video, please?
You really want to go to the next video?
I want to finish watching this.
We can fast forward it.
Well, I just want to see what the hell happened. Like, you can get a
dragging the
Get him outside.
like a dog. What the fuck is this? Oh fuck! Oh my god! Oh,
they're tasting him some more.
He banged his fucking head.
Oh shit!
Give me a minute.
He's resisting.
Bro.
Hold on. Officer safety.
Bro, let's rewind. This is getting good. What is the only thing left? I think we just found it. Because they couldn't get this man on their feet, they dragged him literally across the room. And instead of being like, hey, there's a step going, they just dragged his limp ass and bashed his back of a head again on the step. How does this guy not have brain damage?
Remember, I blocked you and I can't see him.
He might have brain damage. We'll see. Look at this. Look at this. You know what? Fuck it. Se afuera. Se afuera. Let's drag his ass. Se afuera. They're tasing him more.
They taste him in the face.
They're tasing him every 2 minutes, every minute.
Everybody outside.
This is embarrassing. Shame on you, police department. They're tasing him again. They're trying to get him psychiatric help. I don't think this is the way to do it. Boom! Yeah. Oh! Sweet baby Jesus. And they're dragging him on the rain pavement. Oh, there's more steps. More tasing. Listen. If you're trying to get someone psychiatric help, don't tase them 12 fucking times.
Well, they're drive setting. They're actually not. I mean, they're tasing, but they're drive setting. They're trying to get the hands behind his back.
Well, or bang his head against the floor.
Multiple times, drag him like a piece of dirt. Drag him like a wet blanket.
Sancho, they're just saving him a deductible on electroshock therapy.
He's gonna need brain damage surgery after this.
God damn, man. That's some bad shit right there, man.
Come on, man. You told me you were ready for this, by the way. You told me you were born ready, and this is the first video I play. This isn't normal, by the way. Like videos like this is just like, I what happens to picking the guy up and like arresting him, or like get a wheelchair? Let's put him in a wheelchair. Let's tie him up to a wheelchair. I don't know. What I mean, there's so many other options we could do besides what we just witnessed.
Yeah, I frankly, I don't know, because what the hell? Like I said, I really want to read like some overview, because I want to know if there's charges. I want to know all kinds of stuff, because, like, they could have. One thing is, now I don't know how small the town is, but
Small.
or the county, but they could have had EMS there to help them with getting this guy like on a gurney or something like that, and getting him strapped down in a gurney.
Is he smoking crack?
19-year-old mentally ill person.
Smoking crack.
You're not here.
Do you want to hear the story, or you want to finish the ending of this?
Matt Glitter wants to know: are you smoking crack?
Yes, I am.
She's starting to see the symptoms.
Oh man.
Oh wait, did you have the article, Sancho?
I do.
Can you read it?
I want to see if they get him on his feet.
Okay, yeah, sure. That's fine.
That's like the hardest thing in the world to do.
Okay.
It's in the rain. Oh, this is bad. More tasing, more tasing, more tasing, more tasing.
I have the same pair of underwear.
Do you really?
Yep. The Hanes.
Yo, did they get him on a gurney? Nope.
Now the guy's arms behind his back.
How did? Oh, they have a doctor there now.
Here, cut this off if you want.
Who's this guy? All right. Let's get a backstory. We, obviously.
Hold on, Sancho. I see why they can't handcuff him now. Go back to that video.
What'd you say?
I can see why they can't handcuff him. Go back to that video for a second. He had like 20 pounds of fucking wire wrapped around his wrist.
He did. Yeah, he was wrapped up in wire. The family had a art experiment gone wrong, I guess.
I would say Friday night, but okay.
So a Miami attorney, of course. Now we got an attorney going on now. So we got some shit going on. The attorney says he plans to sue the city of Opa-locka, its police department, and the officers for its excessive battery and a violation of civil rights after a violent incident on September 21st. It looked like a gang beatdown. Is that safe to say that this literally looked like a gang beatdown, Kev?
The covers.
Sure. Why not?
Like, it looked like the NWO was just taking their shot at this guy.
It was horrible police work.
I wouldn't say it was a gang.
Cal Prado and Bill Goldberg.
I wouldn't say it was a gang beatdown, but I think that there was a lot of ineptness, and just because I think obviously they were trying to
19 years old,
handcuffed or something, but because of all that wire or whatever,
he consumed drugs and being violent. In a dramatic body cam video, you can hear him grunting while he repeatedly struggles with officers trying to restrain him. Police repeatedly taser Castro, but that isn't effective. On the body cam, you can repeatedly hear sounds of a taser being used during his struggles. There was a mental health emergency, and it was our duty to control the situation. And he assured the mental health services that he needed, and he received it. On the body cam, you can hear the officer say, "He is overpowering us." Police were able to handcuff Castro. They're seen dragging him from the apartment. He's taken to the hospital, then to a mental health facility for a few days of evaluation. So far, no charges have been filed against him. After all that, no charges are filed against him. He sent a letter suing for $5 million. The police were brutal and used excessive force on the young man. What I saw in video was absolutely sickening, which I kind of agree with. I mean, that was pretty fucking crazy. That's just pretty fucking crazy. I mean, Shit, guys.
He's gonna feel like crap the next day.
The head injuries, it's just like, what the fuck? And
That Jess S is calling you out.
I got a headache.
You can hear the fucking, yeah, man. You can hear the thud. All right, so we're gonna go to Mountain View now. Where the fuck is Mountain View? It's in San Diego.
Tell you what, they got a damn good case for a lawsuit right there.
I think they do too. I really think they do. I think the dragging the body around like it was fucking.
But can we also? I mean, obviously, police. There was some messed up stuff that occurred there, but can we also say the family shouldn't have hogtied this guy like that?
Listen, families do crazy things to each other.
I'd agree, and also I'd say PCP is a messed up drug that makes it the situation a lot crazier than and turns the person superhuman.
You should see how Glitter's tied up right now.
Oh, fuck off. You fucking left me, dude.
Hey, quit trolling in the chat there.
Who's trolling? Dude, me.
I love how Matt has to tell you two what to do now.
Yeah, you had me totally confused, Glitter.
Whose show is this now?
That was the plan. That was the plan to have you confused, Josh, and that wasn't hard to do.
Just like in private chat, I'm like, is she for real or something here?
Okay, like what's going on over here? Oh, I just removed him because he joins. It automatically joins now. It's crazy. That's her in the chat, and for some reason she's infiltrated our panel. I don't know how the hell she's infiltrated our panel, but I could have.
Oh.
I don't know if she's hanging out with like Kev or hanging out with Josh or what's going on over here, but I thought I heard a familiar voice, but I guess I was wrong.
Hey, at least there's only one phone call tonight.
That's a scary voice, man.
What did you say?
I said at least we only have to make one phone call tonight.
Let's go to San Diego. Officer involved shooting. Red Hills, Pensacola, October 14th. This is like a week ago. The following incident's graphic. Hide your kids. No kids allowed.
The pizza get delivered?
7. It did late, but it did. Yeah.
Oh, you got your Little Caesars?
My little crazy bread. Yeah.
Is that what just your penis for a little crazy bread?
Don't judge. Don't judge. I was craving crazy bread, so here we go. Look at this. This is
You share it with Bucket Boy?
No, I didn't.
Hi, I have an
This one seems
Oh, is this the one we just saw?
Yeah, that was the first one.
Oh, we just saw this one.
Man, you would think that this was our first show, Sancho.
Let's go to Phoenix, shall we?
Mr. New England here. Hi, Kate.
It's Mr. New England here.
My son has a gun in the car. He's trying to leave, and he's saying he's going to kill himself. He's mentally unstable. And he said he's going to die by cop or by himself.
Okay, what's your address?
Right across, right into the truck Boulevard.
Ma'am, take a deep breath. So I can't hear you. So what's your address?
Truck Boulevard Pizza.
Sparks Boulevard.
He just got that joke out.
Boulevard.
Okay, what number?
Boulevard Pizza is. I don't know the address, sir.
Okay, what's across street?
Right, it's on Rock Boulevard, right by where the sergeant name tag is.
Where the sergeant name tag is?
The name tag, the sergeant's name tag, washer and dryer, please.
Sergeant's name tag. It's in front of that.
Yes.
Okay, and what is your son has a gun and what's he doing?
He's in his car trying to leave. We're trying to stop him from leaving right now. The license plate is, I have one of my kids behind and I'm standing in front.
Okay, what color car is it?
Silver. Anyway, he's mentally unstable.
Okay. And so you said you were at the Sparks.
I can't do anything. He's either going to run me or my son over.
Okay, it's at 1190 Rock Boulevard. Is that correct?
Yes. In front of Legendary Vacuum. He thinks he's wanted by you guys and he's leaving. I don't know what to do.
Okay, where is he going?
I have no idea. He said he's going to kill himself either by you guys or by himself. The guy please stop.
Suicidal call right now. Subject in a car with a gun threatening suicide by cop. Which way was he going?
He's going out and he's heading toward. He's in the parking lot right now. My kids are trying to chase him to stop him.
He's in the parking lot going. Which way is he in the parking lot? Is he left?
Heading toward Rock Boulevard.
He's going toward Rock Boulevard. Which way is he going?
I'm waiting to see. They won't let him. They're blocking his car. He's inside the shopping center. So we're trying to stop him so he can't go.
Okay, why is he threatening to kill himself?
He's mentally unstable, sir. He's been, he was younger, he was committed by me. So he's manic, repressive, and bipolar.
He's bipolar, and what kind of gun does he have? Does he have a handgun?
I have no idea.
Yeah, this is starting out real well, Ed. I know.
I don't know where he got the gun from or anything. And he has a history of drug use.
History of drug use. Okay, what does he look like? Is he white, black, Hispanic?
Black. You guys don't know all his information. He was a wanted fugitive less than a year ago. He ran away. He was on the missing. He was only 18.
Okay, what's his name?
See that this morning I just got off of work. He's in a silver GT Pontiac.
Is he still driving?
Yes, it's
Guys, viewer discretion is advised. I have a feeling shit's about to go down.
stupid car, and it's registered under.
I like
her
your
to
crazy
visit
friend.
Winnemucca.
Shit's about to go down, dude.
Went that way, and we tried to.
I'm never
stop
telling
him,
you what
and
I
he
eat in the
wouldn't
morning,
listen.
ever. Seriously, man. I'm trying to, I'm divulging personal shit.
I'm
too.
hungry, man.
You too. Both of you motherfuckers.
I saw someone like stumbling across the.
I don't give a fuck what you two eat. How about that?
Was he wearing brown pants?
Yes.
If you've seen the video, you
Trying
would.
to stop
We'll do food boundaries, you and us three.
Going across the street.
Fuck your food.
Fuck you. Don't fuck my food.
It depends what kind of food it is.
You're fucking my food, I fuck you.
Are you having room service? No room service where you're at?
Did you say emo?
No room service where you're at?
Oh, I had room service.
Is it like expensive, good room service?
That's Marriott.
Yeah.
The room service was fucking expensive.
That's what it usually is, room
Dude,
service.
room service is always expensive.
Yeah, it's
They
usually
might give you a cookie.
usually it's
I
expensive.
see him on the sidewalk. According to mom, he should still be in the car. Hey, is this your son? One of your other sons right here?
Yes, in a black hoodie. That's my 23-year-old.
What kind of Pontiac is it?
It's a GT. It's a silver GT. I told 911.
What year, roughly?
2005.
It's a silver GT Pontiac around 2005 year.
I have no idea.
Anywhere where he could,
Huh?
anywhere where he could be, you don't know.
His guardian that he used to live with was in Winnemucca. That's where he got this.
Where'd he go?
Here we go.
Where'd he go?
They're here.
Ma'am, where did he go?
That way, he's in a Pontiac GT.
Okay.
He has a gun. He said he's gonna die by cop or by suicide.
Units be advised. The mom is saying that he was last seen southbound on 15th in the Pontiac description, possibly suicidal by cop. As far as I know.
Here we go. This happened January 6th. There's a suspect vehicle right there.
Hey, Sancho, can you pause it for a second?
Yep.
Okay, highlight Joe Black's comment.
Joe Black?
Joe Black.
Joe Black. Kid is saying he wants to commit suicide, this one?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm just curious, who are they supposed to call with a kid with a gun? I mean,
Go
paramedics and
Buster.
firefighters, I hate to admit this, are pretty awesome, but they can't stop bullets, and you can't.
There we go.
I mean, I'm not sure. I just don't understand who people expect them to call.
You could say like plumbers can't stop bullets. You could say carpenters don't stop bullets.
Little Caesars don't stop bullets.
Oh.
Pizza Hut doesn't stop bullets. Crazy Red might.
Nobody
Crazy Red
stops
might stop
bullets.
bullets. I don't know.
Nobody stops bullets.
But on a serious note, I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick for. I'm not trying to be a dick for a change. But who are they supposed to call when someone's armed and
Joe,
threatening
do you want to
suicide?
come on panel, my guy, and answer the question?
RoboCop.
So I think that's a pretty good question Harry has.
Seriously.
Well, and if somebody's saying they want to commit suicide by cop, they might be willing to even kill an officer in order to get the officers, or shoot at officers in order to get officers to fire upon themselves. So, I mean, there's no telling what this person's willing to do if that's the case.
Hey, Glenn.
Joe,
Hey,
come up.
Hi, Glenn.
Come up on panel.
Yeah, Joe Black, come on up, buddy. Seriously, I'm not trying to be a dick. Seriously, for a change.
I think it's a good question. I think Joe's gonna come up and answer the question with his wonderful accent that he has.
I've never met Joe Black.
No,
he has an accent.
Yeah, he's
really.
Good. He's got a nice accent.
That's not a Joe Cool accent.
I like
Mr. Bean.
Yeah. He was told by somebody that his opinion doesn't matter because he's not from this country. And that pissed me off. And you know who you are who said that? Shame on you. And yeah, so let's continually play this. And
the person that told him that wasn't from this country either, so I don't know.
Right. Permission to pursue. 1050. Oh, car crash.
Sparks Police K9, stick your hands up right now! Sparks Police K9! Get out of the car! Yo, if anyone has a 40, get it up here right now. Sir, stick your hands up right now!
What a
Sparks
40
Police
means,
K9!
Sean. You're gonna pause it.
Get a 40 up right now.
Oh.
What a 40! It's a 40 mic. It's a rubber bullet gun. It's a big rubber bullet they shoot out that hurts like a motherfucker.
Right.
I saw a video of a 40 mic getting shot right in the nuts. It was pretty funny.
Oh, wow. No shit. Hey, I had a buddy of mine shoot me with the 12 gauge the bean bags.
Yeah.
About 30 yards, well, somewhere around there, 30 yards away or so. And I
Right.
gotta admit, that shit made me fall to my fucking knees. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, does anyone know who Glenn Lamb
Did it hit you in the head?
Yes.
Glenn's a good guy.
In the head.
Yeah, Glenn's a
In
good
the
guy.
fucking-
Glenn's pure
It
Cajun.
didn't hit me in the head. It hit me in the chest, man.
Is
Oh,
it
man.
really like, does he show his face?
Yeah.
Because he didn't show his face with me.
Yeah,
Oh, well, if he didn't show his face with you, don't let him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll show his face.
I mean,
Yeah,
no
the real
offense.
one would.
It's just a black camera I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, the real. Hey, hold on. The real Glenn. He hangs out News New England quite a bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
It's a great first impression.
He hangs out with everyone. He's good.
He does.
Yeah, he goes on Polly's. He goes
I
on
see a
a lot
lighter.
of people.
All right, well, we have Joe Black here. Glenn, is this you, Glenn?
Yeah.
Glenn?
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, that's Glenn.
Yeah.
That's Glenn?
It's me.
All right. I've never heard of you before. No offense.
That's him.
Yes, it is.
But-
Oh, no problem.
No,
So-
we're just trying to verify it to you, buddy.
So
Yeah,
why
that's him.
So Glenn, so why don't you and I have a seat to kick back and watch Harry and Joe Black go at it, shall we?
I'm not gonna go at it with Joe.
Joe Black, here we are. Someone's got an echo, by the way.
What's up?
It's Glenn.
Glenn? Glenn, do you have an
Yeah,
echo?
you're.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's always Glenn.
I just muted him. He has an echo.
My computer sort of cut out for a minute, sort of near after I posted that.
So Harry had a question for you.
Yep.
Glenn, if you can fix that audio, we'll be golden. So Harry, what's your question for Glenn?
My question, I mean, it's not slamming you, Glenn, by any means, but I mean, who are they supposed to call in that situation?
Blitterbug.
They'll stage for PD. I mean,
We don't go.
Yeah, they will not go in a situation that's a lethal situation, possibly. They're not armed to defend themselves.
We stage
And a
until
lot
the
of-
scene is clear.
And a lot of departments, especially paramedics, they don't carry body armor. It's more
They
prevalent
could
now. We don't
call
always
lots
have
of
body
people.
cams.
They could call family, neighbors.
Don't work like that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, when someone's having a medical crisis like that, a mental crisis, the longer you delay, the more agitated they get. Unfortunately, they're seeking attention, and I mean, you got an armed suspect. It's one thing if he's sitting there argumentative, saying, "I'm going to do this." It's another when you know he has a weapon he's going to do something with.
Right. It's this is shit's about to go down. Honestly, shit's about to go down.
And the one thing, hold on, Joe. And the one thing that the cops are doing, they are calling for less lethal rather than going lethal right away. The 40 Mike that he asked for, it's a 40 millimeter cannon gun. Basically, it shoots hard rubber bullets out.
And Chris, you're freaking me out, my guy.
Who's freaking you out? Crazy bread?
Antichrist. He's got connection issues. So he gets knocked off, and then out of the blue, he just pops back in and automatically gets added onto the panel.
That's how Christ works.
It's just a supernatural thing.
I got a bad connection, man. I live in the middle of nowhere. Anyway.
You think the devil would help you out a little bit, huh?
Wilma Dick fits here.
Sparks Police K9, stop right now!
Hold on. I can't fucking keep doing this. Oh man, he's a middle car.
Hey! Someone block in this front blue car. Let's evacuate this person. Get that person out! Hey, get out of the car right now! Let me see your fucking hands! Someone block in it!
Oh, the dog. No, the dog. Oh shit, dog.
Yo, who's got
Oh
a stick?
no.
Who's got a stick? You got a
I'm
stick?
getting worried right now.
Break the door! Break the door! Go now!
So Matt, is the strategy to break the window and get the dog to jump in the window and get the person?
That's what I'm assuming that they're trying to do. We'll see how that works out, because the one thing that's really dangerous is this guy still has the vehicle, and if he's trying to, leave the scene, then he could end up plowing right into that vehicle or do whatever. So it might be kind of dangerous to have that dog, but I mean, we'll see how it works out.
Anybody want to hop on panel, please? Oh, I want to blow the full screen up. Sorry, guys. Join the membership. It's as low as 99 cents. It's under $1 to join the Sancho membership. We agreed to a name, and kind of forgot about it right now. So kind of reminded me a little bit, and I'll remember what it was. But join the membership plan. Lots of benefits. Members only stream, etc. A lot of exclusive content I'm going to be putting out for the members only, and I'm pretty
It was
pumped.
the Sancho's dog pound.
No, that's not what we agreed on. We agreed to something, and it was like, I just don't remember, like Sancho Army or
It was Spanish, wasn't it?
The Sancho Cartel.
Was that what we agreed on? The Sancho Cartel?
No. I thought it was another word that was Spanish.
Ejercito.
Yeah.
The thing with you, like, you guys have given me like 60,000 fucking names and expect me to choose one.
Well, then choose it.
It's not that easy to just
Quit
choose
being a
one.
bitch.
With all those
Oh my
names.
god. Well, this
Pick
calls
the
us
fucking
the
name
crazy
already.
Little Caesars.
Crazy bread.
99 cents a month, you get the pepper emoji, and you get other emojis as well, as along with a methed out Josh Abrams posing in a mirror.
Do we have a bucket boy emoji?
For only 90, I'm getting a bucket boy emoji. Who just joined the membership plan? Somebody just joined. Bama Green Eyes, one of my favorites. Thank you so much for joining the membership plan. Thank you.
All right, I'm jumping off. Good night.
You really jumping off?
I'm fucking tired, bro.
What, did I insult you?
Yeah, with fucking Sancho's crazy bread.
Oh, here we go, dude.
Yeah, that's all me too.
Here we go.
I thought that in my ugly face salted you. Sorry about that.
No, man. I haven't seen what Harry Balls looks like, so I'm presuming it's a train wreck. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, do you want to see my hairy balls?
Oh, okay.
It is a train wreck.
You want to see my hairy balls?
Nope.
Who's echoing still?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to come over and say hello to everybody.
How are you? Pleasure to meet you, my guy.
Glenn's a good guy.
Hey, Glenn.
Hey, Glenn.
I've
Yeah,
never.
how y'all doing?
Good, buddy.
This is the first time Glenn's been on my channel.
Yeah.
Glenn's a real good guy. Glenn's nothing but heart.
Harry, what do you like about him? Give me 3 things you like about this guy.
He's pure heart. He's pure Cajun, pure heart, and pure real.
Thank you.
That's a
Glenn
lot.
shows up to every single one of my gaming streams, and I love him.
That's a lot of pressure, Glenn.
Hey, he right. I do got a big heart.
All right.
There you go. Hey, Glenn, what parish are you from?
DeSoto.
DeSoto Parish? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I live in Stonewall.
All right.
But
yeah, hurricane season and all that.
Well, by the time you get up where I'm at, it dies down on me.
Okay.
Well, that's good. At least it's not full force then.
Yeah, when you hit like New Orleans, Lake Charles, that when you full force, but as you come up north,
Right.
it dies down as it comes.
You want to know why I love this fucking YouTube stuff? Joe Black, say hi to Glenn.
Yeah, howdy. Yeah, I like Joe Cool. He pretty cool.
No, this is Joe Black.
Oh, Joe Black, how you doing? Sorry about that. I gotta keep in mind there's 2 Joes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only 2 of us, so don't worry.
Look at the accent difference between Glenn and Joe. This is amazing. I love this.
Glenn actually just did his first live panel recently.
Yeah.
Really? Glenn,
Yeah.
do you have an echo still?
I'm always doing. It might be wind blowing right now, but
the wind's blowing my voice around.
Yeah.
Do you have
You
headphones?
got gas?
Yeah, I got headphones, but
I just hear an echo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I love hearing myself talk a little bit, but not like this.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what we can troubleshoot with your headphones and stuff. Now you're not listening to the stream, right?
You're sitting in an echo chamber.
Yeah. Well, all the kind of I ain't figured all up out yet, but I'm trying to.
He doesn't echo until when someone talks.
Yeah,
Then
that
there's an
means
echo.
that means it's on his side.
Yeah, well, where I'm at, I got a lot of woods around me, and you might be hearing kind of ricocheting when I talk, kind of ricocheting off the woods.
Okay. Okay, Harry, you guys have a good night, by the way.
All right, bro. Talk to you later.
All right. He was waiting for me to release him without a guilt trip, I think. So.
Oh, Laura's getting mad.
Is that what it was, Taco?
I don't know.
Play the fucking video. Oh, sorry. Laura hates when I do this.
Break it! Fuck! Move!
That's the less lethal right there.
I got 40! I got 40! I got 40! Yo, who's got a stick? Who's got a stick? You got a stick? I got 40. Break the door! Break the door! Come out!
Just shot one into the car trying to hit him. And then he's driving off now.
I love the Ben Chili's. That's what you see at the top right of the screen. You see Ben Chili's, be real. Silver car. Keep an eye on the silver car.
Shoot in the window! Shoot in the window! Window's going in. Get cops ready. What is it? What is me? Fuck, damn it.
Crashed, yeah. Crashed into
Now
the
he's
bumper.
now he's
GP,
taking
what's
off.
up, my guy? Chase, what's up, my guy? McQuell, thank you.
Hey, Raquel.
Get it out to HP.
Less talking, more action.
Someone go over to Sullivan and El Rancho in case he doubles back.
Let me see your fucking hands right now! Let me see your fucking hands! Now! Let me see your fucking hands! Hammy, get the door!
Oh no, dog.
Get your hands! Now! Let me see your
Got the
fucking
dog.
hands!
Oh no, the dog's gonna attack him. No! Oh, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see the dog fight. Oh no! He got shot.
Fuck! Here!
Fuck, they shot him.
He's reaching for his gun.
They shot him. Oh, thank God the dog's okay. They shot him. Fuck. He reached for his gun. They're clearly not happy.
Well, yeah, no. So
He was an 18-year-old kid.
Can you pause it for a second?
Yeah.
He was an 18-year-old kid.
I mean,
That's why.
people think police are out here just to kill people.
Right.
And if I can keep somebody from, shooting themselves in the head or offing themselves, I want to. I want to save people's lives. I want to help people. And
Right.
so to them, they're trying to get this guy. They're trying to use less lethal to break the window on the car. They're trying to even use a dog to get him out of the car. And then, unfortunately, he was still able to reach for his gun. And
Right, and that's
he
where
had to
escalation.
and
No other choice.
and that's where, unfortunately, that's where the rubber meets the road.
It's good to show the raw emotion of Leo's, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why this body cam breakdown is so important, to show the raw footage of everything and not form an opinion before seeing the body cams. I mean, how many times have we been guilty of doing that? Judging and forming an opinion beforehand. Having a show like Body Cam Breakdown, you kind of like break down the fucking body cam. Shithead, how are you? Wilma, how are you? And yeah, NJ Diver, welcome to the panel.
I still stand by my point.
Okay, you still stand by your point. Go ahead. What's your point again?
That's what I typed in chat. If someone's saying they want to commit suicide by cop, don't call the cops.
Well, he said he was going to commit suicide either way. He said either by cop or by just shooting himself in the head. So then you got somebody that's running around with a gun who's mentally unstable. They're threatened to either kill themselves or, commit suicide by cop, which usually, cops, they'll raise the gun. They'll try to shoot an officer to make sure that they get killed by an officer. So they're clearly mentally unstable. They've got a firearm. So that's a danger to the public. You can't just let somebody like that be running around. You can't send a social worker or a counselor out to talk to the person. You got to be able to get that person under control and get the firearm away from them.
I agree with you.
Hey, Glenn, you fixed your audio issue, my guy. Oh
Yes,
shit! No,
I
he
did,
didn't.
yeah.
I just heard it. I just heard my voice again. Fuck off! I jinxed myself. Fuck yeah! I just jinxed myself. It's okay. I'm gonna try to hold your hand.
Below. Committing suicide either way, I must
Hey, I
admit.
want to head back to chat. I having trouble with my Wi-Fi.
Oh, it's a Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Have a good one, Glenn.
You
Glenn,
too.
thanks for coming on, man. Please come back on soon, okay? He just left. Hopefully, I didn't hurt his feelings. I just kept hearing my voice. And sometimes I don't want to hear my voice until tomorrow, where I look, listen to the show and critique it as fuck,
Did you get hurt at all? You shot? No. Let me pat you down. Make sure you didn't fall. I didn't. He was fucking reaching for it, man. He's fine.
Lock him up. They need 2
Thank you, Glenn. GD, how are you this evening? Or is it during the day with you? Oh, great, everybody. Look who's in the chat. Odin. Yippee-ki-yay.
Come on up, Odin.
No,
I heard you got some gas in you.
No, yeah.
Keep him where he is. This is body cam breakdown. Less talk and more action.
Mark 40 with the window, he's on the run. Copy 40 through the window, he's on the run.
We're seeing the raw emotion of law enforcement officers and the ongoing battle of right after this going on another call. And it's not mentioned enough, I'm going to copy the link, be real, for you.
I'm surprised he was allowed to go on another one right away after the shooting.
Well, what'll happen is he'll have to stay. Investigators will come out. There's a procedure that happens every time an officer-involved shooting occurs.
Mental health evaluation?
Well, yeah, they're usually put on administrative leave, but what they may do is they may have them finish up the shift. They may not. It just depends on what the department's procedure is. But yeah, usually they'll be put on administrative leave with pay until the investigation's complete, and then they have a psychological evaluation and some other things they have to do before they can come back to work.
Yeah, my thoughts and prayers go out to the family of the 18-year-old.
Sure, and for the cop.
Yeah, I think it's a lose-lose situation either way. There's no winners here. There is an 18-year-old life loss over mental health, and mental health is a battle that is a very difficult battle to overcome as an individual. And law enforcement, it's the unpredictability factor with law enforcement, Matt, right?
Yeah, and I'm answering Laura's. Yes, he will have to stay at the scene because investigators have got to come out, so he's going to have to stay in the scene. But he might later on, after they get the scene cleared, that they might. I don't know. It depends on what the department policy is. He may finish up the shift. I don't know, but he probably won't, though, if I had to guess. But anyway, he's. But yeah, no, you're right, Sancho, and I think part of it is, we as a society. My mother's a school counselor, and she's seeing more kids coming in with mental illnesses and disorders, and as young as she's seeing things like anxiety, ADHD, bipolar, and they don't call it bipolar in kids that are really young, but it's something else. But in depression, she's seen this in kids as young as 5 and 6. So it's just. Oh, and by the way, Laura, no, he didn't just leave. That was they're playing another angle of the body cam from the video. She thinks that this is that he just got in the truck and left. No,
Yeah, that was kind of my fault because
Yeah.
I kind of fucked up by saying that they just hop in and do another call right away after an incident like this because they
No.
clearly don't. And you guys can put a dick in my mouth. I made a mistake by saying that.
Anyway, but I think as a society we got to do a better job of taking care of each other, recognizing the signs of
Right.
suicide. I mean, this kid, the mom said he has a past, mental health history, and so there's already some signs there, and so it's like now. On the other hand, if he's above the age of 18 and he wants to be out on his own, there's not really much that can be done from a legal perspective, unless I don't know what. Because in the state of Georgia, you got to get it what it's called. It's called like a 5150 in California,
Right.
but it's called 1013 here. You have to, in order to commit somebody involuntarily, you have to observe their behavior. You have to go before a magistrate judge to get the order, and their behavior has to been observed within, like I think it's a 24 to 48-hour period. And then and then you present evidence to the magistrate on why this person needs to be committed, and then they can issue that 1013 order, and then they could be committed at that point. But other than that, and then they'll be evaluated and everything else. There's just not a lot ever since the 70s when they closed down a lot of the mental institutions.
Mhm.
There's not a lot of good options for long-term mental health treatment and care. Especially people that are severely mentally disabled because of psychological illnesses like schizophrenia. So it's really sad. Like, for example, and I know that back in the day they didn't always treat mentally ill people the best,
Right.
but I think that those reforms and everything would have come with time, just as in anything else. And honestly, I think they should have mental institutions today because some people do need that long-term mental health treatment and care.
I think the goal was to prevent this from getting to this point.
Exactly. And
that
that's
didn't happen. And
yeah,
that's
exactly.
the disappointing part that it didn't happen and that somewhere in the mental health system failed whatever it failed. And it's unfortunate and it's sad that a life is lost because of it and there's no winners here. And that's the unfortunate part. So do you got press 1 in the chat if you guys want me to replay the video from a different angle. I know we do that a lot, but Sancho's got a heart too. And press 1 if you want me to continually playing this, or we can go to another video. Press 2 if you want me to go to another video, or press 1 if you want me to play this second camera angle.
My votes go to the new one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
We know what happens. There's nothing else we need to see on that one, right?
I'd agree.
It's not like we need an evaluation of
Yeah.
a different angle.
Yeah. All right, so let's
I got a question for Joe. In whatever country he's in, do they have long-term treatment facilities for people who have got mental issues?
Sorry, my computer's cutting out a bit. Did you say, do they have...
So, do they have mental
Long-term
institutions? For example, somebody's got schizophrenia or a severe psychological disorder. Do they have in your country long-term care facilities so that way a person can receive treatment for a severe psychological illness, and they can't be and they're not able to exist out in society and everything else just because their psychological illness is so severe? Do they have treatment facilities that way people can reside
I'm not
there?
sure how long term it would be, but yes, there are.
So this next one is in Salt Lake City, September 9th. It's just happened about a month ago. And again, we're going to stress viewer discretion advised. We're going to give our opinion and break down why this incident happened.
Hey, Sancho, I'm gonna hop down. I gotta
I
keep quiet
appreciate
in
you,
the
man.
house.
Yeah, you were on super early this morning, my guy. So you're good to go. I saw you at like 8 in the morning doing a game stream, huh?
Dude, I wake up at like 5. I start
was
at like
lurking.
5:30, 6 a.m.
I was creeping,
Dang.
dude. I was creeping half asleep. I was half asleep, like, oh my god.
Yeah,
That's my
every
guy.
6
Hey,
Central, I'm usually streaming each morning now.
Now, do you play on PS4 or what do you play on?
Yeah, I'm playing on PS4.
You're playing on PS4. So could we play a multiplayer together?
Yeah, I played Warzone with Vilified Freedom once already.
On PS4?
Yeah.
I got PS4.
All right.
And I can get a headset like this is a gaming headset, so I can just bring it over to the PS4. Like,
Yeah.
would I just be on the PS4 in my other room and just chilling, playing, and just talking to you?
Yeah.
All right.
I could play my Atari with you, right?
Press one in the chat if you want Sancho on the taco hunt playing Warzone, or like do you play Grand Theft Auto?
I don't own Grand Theft. I don't
Okay.
play Grand Theft Auto.
No, is it too violent for you? But you play
Yeah,
Warzone?
it's not my thing.
You want to play Fortnite? I got the SmackDown game from a year ago, and I haven't played it. I haven't touched the video games in like 8-9 months, so I'm like beyond fucking rusty.
You know what? I would pick up the SmackDown game and play that with you.
Let's do Warzone because
I think you guys just want to wrestle each other.
Just wrestle like in a.
I'm horrible at Warzone. I played it with VF, and the classic line from that night was, "Well, at least I got to use my rocket launcher."
Oh, I thought it was off to the gulag.
No, like it was pretty awful. But I was like, I got killed, and I was like, well, at least. As I was dying, I shot my rocket launcher in the air, and I was like, well, at least I got to use my rocket launcher.
You guys should go to a church and play Pokemon.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's
That was
play
in the chat, by
Josh,
the way.
Hey, what's
Josh,
the back?
have a great night. These people are just gonna judge us. They don't.
Sounds good. We'll
Oh, I
talk
love
in
video games,
Discord
Yeah,
about
send
what
me a
games.
DM.
That was shitheads joke.
Send me a DM.
Yeah, sounds good.
These people just don't understand.
Oh, Sancho,
I
I
know.
love video games, my guy.
Yeah, well, why are you judging me and Josh then?
I'm not judging you. Shithead made a comment. That's what.
It's a stress relief.
No, it
It
is.
is.
I love playing.
I think they really just want to wrestle and not play. Have no video
I am
games involved.
I'm more than happy. I know. No offense to Josh. No offense to anybody, but nope.
Sancho, what's the background
Happy?
on this body cam here?
I don't. The description's very bleak, to be honest with you. It's this incident occurred September 5th, 2020. It involves a teenager, and we're gonna kind of learn on our own.
Okay.
Some descriptions are filled up, and this one's not. Viewer discretion is advised. There's a build-up right now.
Oh, I can't tell what's going on.
They're approaching the residence right now.
Well, I don't know if it's a domestic call or if it's a
I don't know either.
burglary or if
We're on the
it's
same page. I randomly found this on the internet.
a suspicious vehicle, something
I put
like
in
that.
body
yeah.
cams for the last week, and it showed up in no description. So we're gonna find out, like everyone else, what transpires. I just hope those dogs are okay.
Yeah, the Chihuahuas are annoying. I think that's what he said the dogs were.
1267.
Taco Josh needs 2 more subs, guys. And he'll never ask me for any more subs again. So, just kidding. Give him 2 more subs at least for 175, guys.
This is 1300. Right?
I think the wifey went back to sleep, Matt.
Oh yeah.
She was napping, so she had a long day today, so she deserved her nap.
This is a Ford.
Busy,
I think it's a suspicious vehicle call.
suspicious vehicle call.
I blame the manufacturer.
What's going on? What do you got?
I just try to sleep back.
It's all filled with stuff.
So my father was murdered.
24. What time is that at night? 25.
It's gonna be. No, that's just the body cam.
Oh.
He reacts to the outfits and everything like that.
Oh, it's not a suspicious vehicle. Maybe I don't know what's going on.
It looks like they're talking to the caller.
Yeah, something about her dad. Something about her dad.
Daylight lights, not the soft lights.
White lights.
I believe that was the house. Might be going to soft lights.
They're doing a little small talk. Small talk.
Make sure. She just tell him her backstory about.
Is it alright to turn it up?
Why he's.
No, why is it low?
Yeah.
There's people in chat are saying it as well.
Yeah, it sounds fine to me. I'm sorry, my 2 beagles.
There's no one else inside the house too.
Right. It's a psych problem. She's out of the house. I don't see why we should even approach. In my opinion.
4:25 a.m.
That's in our policy now, isn't it?
I don't know if it is. Honestly, we can call Sergeant, tell him the situation because I'm not about to get in a shooting.
Oh.
So they're questioning getting involved in a shooting.
Well, there's something I can't hear everything in the conversation, so I don't know what's going on. There might be some
past situation.
Yeah.
They don't want to. They said we might as well leave it alone because there really hasn't been a call about it, and that they don't want to get involved in a shooting, so they're thinking about just leaving this alone. Which I don't know what the fuck if that's legal. I mean,
Well, no. Well, it depends on what's going on. If it's like a civil issue or something, then yeah, police don't need to be involved necessarily. If there's not a crime being involved, then yeah, police don't need to take any action.
These cops probably in hand in the shooter.
That's what I'm saying. This is exactly what we talked about last week.
What's this guy doing?
Probably breaking stuff, but he's not harming himself.
Who's this guy? What's this guy doing? He's like, stop to the stop sign. Well, that looks a little shady.
Sancho, can you pause it for just a quick sec?
Sure.
Yeah, something police are always worried about is
ambush.
Exactly. Officer safety is always number one priority on any call, whether it's as simple as you're going to verify a VIN for somebody at their house on a new trailer they bought, or it's as dangerous as a domestic situation. So, you're always got to be aware of what's going on. I mean, I was out on an accident one time. I was trying to get somebody's information. Thank God my partner was there because some guy walked up on the scene and now he was fine, but he was wearing a jacket. Now it was raining outside, but he had his hand in his pocket. He had one hand in his jacket and one hand out. It looked like he was reaching for maybe a firearm or something. My partner saw him and caught him, And then, you know, the dude finally, he took out his hands out of his pockets because my partner almost pulled out, you know, his gun because he saw him, the dude walking up looking all shady. So, I mean, you got to be careful because people will walk up on you all the time without even thinking about it. So,
Right.
so that's why they're looking around and making sure, you know, looking at that car because they don't know it, who could walk up on them at any time.
So there's clearly a conflict of whether they should get involved because this is a civil matter.
Well, I don't know because I don't know the whole situation. It sounds like
Well,
maybe
let's just
there's
assume
some.
that.
Well,
Because what I'm hearing is they're even questioning whether or not they should get involved, which clearly points to it this being a civil matter.
Well, there's something about a psychological thing. So,
Right.
and that in and of itself it depends if they're not disturbing anybody. Yeah, you can be crazy inside your own house. It's not a crime if you're not disturbing the peace or anything. You're not causing
But they
harm to
know they have
anybody.
a gun,
So,
though. They know they
yeah,
have a gun.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if it's a BB gun. I don't know if
Everyone
it's a real gun.
sub to Glenn.
He's my other son.
He needs a couple subs for 100. So
I don't believe it's a real gun. I don't believe it's a real gun.
you don't believe it's a
Me
real.
too.
Right, I know.
What is it that you want from us?
We need him to go to the hospital. I need him to go to the hospital. I cannot get in there on my own. And I cannot do this every night. I will end up like not being able to handle myself.
Has he expressed any?
Every freaking day.
What
And I
about
told the
hurting other
psychiatrist
people?
this
Like, what about
morning.
tonight?
He was on the speakerphone, and my worker's sitting here, and he's threatened by male. Like, he possesses me. Like, he's a narcissist. So everything of mine is
Right.
not mine anymore. It's all his.
He's 14.
13, and he's almost 14 next month. But he basically
Here, pause it for a
possesses
second,
everything. So
Sancho.
he's like, oh,
So it sounds like she's wanting. So something's going on there with their son, and or maybe I don't know. Somebody that lives in the house that's a juvenile, and he's made some potential because she said that he's made some violent threats or something in the past. And she said that he has some sort of weapon. Now she said she doesn't believe it's a real gun, but she didn't say 100% for sure that it's not a real gun. And even if she said, "Oh, I know it's not a real gun," you can't just take her at her word, you know. So and because if I'm thinking this is where it's if I'm thinking where it's going, then we'll see what happens. But here, just go ahead and play the video.
so you're with that man worker? Oh, I'm gonna fucking shoot his ass. Like he's just like freaking out, and I'm like, dude, I think we should call because now would be the time because he's not expecting you.
Right now?
Well, upstairs is my brand new renters, which I really don't know bother as much as I can. Not is possible. So I was thinking I would go
What?
because their cars are like blocking me in, or I can walk down the side.
Where's the house? It's right up here, right?
Yeah, up here on the right, the big wood, big round. But I think this is the best thing
My
because
understanding is like law enforcement.
no, not at all. It's a trigger. Like, I mean, he sees the badge and he automatically thinks like
Law enforcement's a trigger.
or he has to defend himself in some way. Like he freaks out. And
Fast forward a little bit.
there's two.
Okay, and his brother is in the
So they're clearly strategizing going over there.
Do you want me to call his brother?
No. Is that for 122? Todd, do you want a fifth? Do you want a fifth? Yeah, just tell him. Yeah, if you can start us one more, that'd be great. Also have him come from the east too, please. $122, just 1014. There are people inside the house, so we're going to go try and make contact real quick. Should confirm 1267.
Viewer discretion is advised. There's a big build up to this right now. Jesus.
And they parked way away from the house.
I can't believe how far they parked away from the house.
Yeah.
A little excessive or what?
Well, they may have gotten an incorrect. See, the thing is, they met the caller and she was way away from the address.
Right, because she was in fear of the police.
Or
Because
no,
he's
no,
triggered by the police.
Yeah.
So further away, the better. Hello, Josiah. How are you? Tied up turkey. How are you?
Yeah, I got movement in the backyard, Todd.
Hey, please, stop running!
Pursuit guys going southbound. Hold. You leave the backyard. 122 restricted area. We got a foot pursuit. Male in all black, running southbound.
Let me see your hands!
Hey, go around.
Viewer discretion is advised, everybody. This is getting me dizzy. This is fucking crazy. This is some Blair Witch shit.
Please stop!
Let me mute that for a sec. Wow.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! On the ground now! On the ground!
Oh, fuck. Yeah, they shot him.
Show me your hands! Show me your hands!
I don't feel good.
Show me your hands!
Wait, did they shoot him or were Matt? What were those?
Oh, they shot him.
They shot him.
Yeah.
We're not
Yeah.
even questioning.
Well, they obviously saw something that we can't see in the video unless they,
Right.
they point it out later.
Right.
Like I said, I want to see if there's because that's the whole video, right, Sancho?
That's the whole video. There was very
Okay.
cryptic. It
See if
was
you
a
can
real-
find it because didn't they have the department or something? See if you can
Salt
find
Lake
something else.
City. Yeah, that's what
see
I'm
if you
doing.
can find an article about that because
what
there's
I'm doing.
obviously they saw.
F.
Yeah.
Very good. You know when there's like dead air?
Yeah, I know.
I need you, my guy.
I'm here. You know I'm not feeling well.
No, I know
was falling
that.
asleep.
Is that the same person as this?
As what?
Yeah.
Oh,
same
or did you
thing.
find the article?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's kind of go over the article, shall we?
Okay.
I don't know what to say about this one. 13-year-old with autism.
That's a baby.
Okay.
On a dark Salt Lake City street, after a short chase, police officers approached 13-year-old Lindsay Cameron, screaming orders, get on the ground now. One officer yelled, according to body camera footage released Monday. Another yelled, put your hands out. The first officer then fired nearly a dozen times at the boy. gravely injuring him. Show me your hands. The officer continued to yell after Lyndon had fallen to the ground. I don't feel good, the boy said. Tell my mom I love her. The body cam footage released Monday for the police department doesn't illuminate why the officer felt he needed to fire at Lyndon, who's autistic and was having a mental health episode. And the police didn't answer any questions during a 5-minute news conference about the shooting, which has garnered national attention. What the footage shows is a distraught the mother, unsure of how to get her son to the medical facility that would be covered by their insurance, who didn't believe her son had a weapon, but wasn't certain. It shows the perspective of the 4 officers who responded to the call, including a point where the officers grappled with how to deal with a mental health situation, as their own policies were changing that required officers to try to de-escalation first when responding to most cases. One officer is heard on the footage asking why they should be doing an approach into Linda's home for a psych problem. We could call a sergeant, she said, according to the body camera footage, and tell him the situation because I'm not about to get into a shooting because he's upset. Yeah, another officer who later shot Lyndon replied, especially when he hates cops. It's going to end in a shooting. Lyndon's mother called the Barton, called 911, and asked for a crisis intervention officer to come to her home near 500 South. So, crisis intervention officer. Do they dress like a police officer?
Yes, so crisis intervention training. So this is a training that police officers can receive. It started in Memphis some years ago, and basically they train police officers how to deal with people who are having various kinds of mental distress, or whether it's from a mental illness or they're just in a, like, for example, or they're suicidal. So the training, it's a really, really good training. And in fact, the department I work for, in order to get a pay raise, you have to, in advance further in the department, you have to take that class as well as some other classes. So I'm assuming in a lot of departments it's the same way. So
So Barton told the dispatcher that Lyndon has led police on a chase before and has been in a shootout with the police agency in Nevada. She said that her son had showed an employee of hers a fake gun the previous day and told the officers who arrived that he might have that gun with him. She warned the dispatcher, later told the officers that Lyndon was scared of police and the police badge was a trigger. We need him to get to the hospital, the mother told the officer. Team of officers went to the home to try to get Lyndon. Body cam footage shows, but he ran from the house into the backyard, ran into the neighborhood. The officers went after him. The 2 officers breaking through a wooden fence to try to get to the running boy. The chase was short, and the body camera shows only 1 officer fired his weapon. Police have said after the shooting that they found no indication that the boy had a weapon on him. According to the GoFundMe page, Lyndon was hit in his shoulder, both ankles, intestines, and bladder. It's horrible. Wesley Lyndon's 17-year-old brother said the video footage to see your little brother bleeding out, saying his last words. It plays in my head over and over.
I got a 13-year-old. This is ridiculous. Let the
He
kid
is
run.
he's still hospitalized right now and will be there for a while. So he hasn't. That's the saving grace here. He hasn't passed away. Which he was recently able to transfer himself from a hospital bed to a wheelchair, Barton said, but still has trouble trying to talk. But it's because it's painful. Lyndon lost all feeling in his arm, and Barton said it's unlikely he'll be able to walk normally again. This is a picture of him.
Another case of don't call the police.
well, my question is, okay, so the mom knew that this kid had this, and she thought it's a fake gun. Why was he allowed to have it in the first place? Now, again, there's no indication. I mean, she knew that, and obviously, like I said, if the kid didn't have the thing on him, when did this happen, Sancho? Was this like the other day, or was this?
I thought it was January, but no, September.
Okay, so they're still.
Like, what did the body cam say? September, right?
Okay, so they're still investigating the incident, probably. So I don't know.
September 5th.
Or maybe I don't know. Maybe they haven't investigated the incident fully. I don't know.
They September 5th is when the incident happened. It's he died, Laura? No, Laura's telling me that he died. Um this is all right, let me see if he died now. What was the name? Eric Barton? Is that the person's name? The Barton's his last name, I know that. So all right, so now we're gonna try to get an accurate update on this individual.
Yeah, see if you can get some more information because I want to know if there's charges taken out against the officers, if the investigation's complete, anything like that.
Should there be?
Well, like I said, I don't know because the body cam doesn't show much. Now, if they didn't find a gun, the officer's going to have to explain himself about why he decided to fire, and then they're going to have to review the evidence and see.
He's still recovering from the hospital.
But the thing is here, so a 13-year-old boy is still capable of killing somebody.
Lyndon
Heck, a 5-year-old boy is capable of killing somebody. I've seen cases, unfortunately, all the time where, a little kid will find a parent's firearm and they'll accidentally shoot either, somebody. So, and if
Yeah, but that's not what's happening here. He didn't have a gun with him.
I know, Kev. Just give me a second to explain this. So, all right. So their mindset is they don't know whether or not he has this gun on him. Okay, he could, and they don't know if it's real or not because mom wasn't. She said she thought it was fake, but she didn't know 100% sure if it was or not. So they don't know if he's got this gun on him. They try to, I guess they were looking around the house looking to see if he was in the car or anything like that, and then they were gonna go, but he was obviously already out of the house, and so then he sees them and he starts running. So they're chasing after him, and for whatever reason, and I do not know why, that officer that they had the body cam decided to draw his weapon and shoot. So I can't I can't from that video, and I can't understand why the officer would decide to shoot. So I have no idea.
Let's go to a news story. On September 8th with the mother speaking to the media and kind of get the thoughts on that.
In Glendale, Goldie Martin called police to help her with her son.
It was less than 5 minutes. How could it have escalated in less than 5 minutes? He was running away. He was running away.
Martin says her 13-year-old son, Lyndon, was running from police because he was scared. He didn't want to be taken to the hospital. Lyndon has autism and Asperger's and was extremely upset. Martin called the police and asked for a crisis intervention team
that knows how to deal with people with mental health issues. Okay, you call them, and they're supposed to come out and be able to de-escalate a situation using the most minimal force possible.
Telling officers her son needs to be taken to the hospital for treatment.
I said, look, he's unarmed. He doesn't have anything. He just gets mad and he starts.
This is
he's a kid. He's trying to get attention. He doesn't know how to regulate.
When police arrived, her son ran away. One Salt Lake City police officer fired their weapon.
And I hear, get down on the ground! Get down on the ground! Get on the ground! Down, 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 down!
Police said they were responding to a juvenile psych episode and had reports that Lyndon had made threats with a weapon, but haven't yet said if a weapon was recovered at the scene. Barton says he didn't have one.
And I thought my son was dead, and they didn't tell me he wasn't dead, and they wouldn't let me go to the hospital for like a long, long time.
Lyndon is now awake, but his recovery will be an extremely long one. Barton says she takes solace in the support from her community, but needs answers from police.
Why didn't they tase him? Why didn't they shoot him with a rubber bullet? He's a small child. Why don't you just tackle him? You are big police officers with massive amounts of resources. Come on, give me a break.
There you go. Let's
hold on. Hold on for
up.
a second, because I mean, again, I personally I didn't see anything that the kid did that warranted him being shot personally. So, but at the same time, the mother did tell the police that he had threatened to shoot somebody in the past. I remember her saying that. So I just, I'm again. They don't know this kid. That's the thing. The mother knows her son really well, obviously, because it's her mother. Police, we don't know these people necessarily,
Mhm.
and so they don't know what if this kid's violent or not. And so now I'm not saying that the kid should have been shot, but they don't know what the kid's going to do. So, I mean, I'm just trying to put people's, minds and saying, they have no idea. Like I said, I didn't see anything personally that warranted the kid being shot. I didn't see him, I didn't see a gun fall to the ground. I didn't see him, do anything like that. So I don't know why that officer decided to pull the trigger on that kid. So
Cav, what do you think?
I think it's sad. I think
absolutely.
They probably should have did other things besides a gun and with a bullet. I think they should have.
So there is a
No.
cry for a new
Look-
police chief going on right now in Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Um,
New training.
Well, did you find anything that said they finished up the investigation yet or not?
no, I think it's ongoing. They're looking into it.
Okay. I mean, unless, and I can't think of anything. I imagine the officer's going to get charged. At the very least, he's going to get sued by the family.
Well, yeah, there's
And-
definitely a lawsuit.
So, and they're going to win that lawsuit most likely.
Yeah, there's definitely a lawsuit.
Unless there's something that, that the police recovered, or they're not telling, putting out to the public through the investigation. So
I've got a really bad connection. I'm gonna go off and come back on my phone. All right.
I appreciate you.
Yeah,
Hey, Sancho, I gotta go to work.
I got a long day later.
All right.
I've been
well,
called to work. I got an emergency call to go do.
You have an emergency call right now?
Yeah, it was a pipe leak.
I need someone to let me grab a soda. Matt, you want to take over for like 30 seconds?
Okay, sure.
Let me go grab a soda. My voice is getting raspy.
And Jay, you still there?
Yeah, for the moment, I got to get going.
Well, I just want to get your take on the situation as well, too, because I haven't heard anything from you the whole thing.
Well, that's the problem with these body cams. The resolution isn't the best, and it's at night, so your optics aren't all that good. All you have is his flashlight glare. And, you don't know what the kid was doing that made the officer draw and fire.
Yeah, and the investigation will come out with that. But like I said, I like I said, you can't really tell with the body cam. So
No, that's the problem with the ones that they're using now. They're not the best.
Well, some of them are better than others, but at nighttime like that, yeah, they're all kind of,
Kind of fucked up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So,
well, I mean, the camera that Laura Shark uses has night vision. It's not perfect, but it's a hell of a lot better than what we just saw.
Well, I think the problem with using a night vision camera would be, the thing is when you're doing the investigation. So Graham v. Connor says that when we're evaluating when the courts are evaluating an officer's use of force, they're looking at the use of force in the time and the circumstances, or the facts and circumstances the officer had at the time of the use of force. And the thing is, if you had the night vision, well, obviously the night vision camera is going to be able to see better than what the officer can see with just his eyes, because the officer doesn't have night vision. So that's not going to be necessarily reflective of what he's seeing, whereas the body cam without the night vision is going to be a little bit more reflective of what he's seeing. Now, for purposes of investigation or whatever, yeah, it might be good to have a night vision, or be able to put the camera in night vision mode to be able to see that. But it's like I said, it's that's an awful situation, and I really I'm gonna try to keep follow that case because I really want to know what caused the officer to draw his firearm and pull the trigger. So
this says about the investigation. The very side of it. He's a father of 3 sons, the chief. You're not giving any details of the investigation. It's just a tragedy.
Yeah, good morning, all.
It's just what could have been done different, NJ. What could have been done different in your opinion?
I think NJ might have jumped off. I'm not sure.
Oh, he said good night.
Well, he said good morning. That's what he always says whenever whenever it's late like this.
All right, so I'm gonna wrap up in a little bit.
Okay, sure, that's fine.
I'm currently eating crazy bread. Fuck you, Harry Balls and Matt. So, what could have been done differently in this situation?
Well, I mean, golly, it's really hard to say because the kid, I guess he was already outside. I don't know. So he was already outside.
Right.
So, I mean, obviously, really try to figure out what the kid's doing because they obviously exactly and just use and try to take that in for a second because obviously yes, as law enforcement officers we are making split-second decisions. We are worried about we are worried about people, like I said, because they're a 13-year-old boy, even if he's got autism, is perfectly capable of killing somebody.
Right.
And they don't know this kid, and he's made threats of violence in the past. So they don't know, and they don't know if he has a firearm or he doesn't have a firearm. So, I mean, he could shoot him, but at the same time, like I said, there's so much I think that they could have maybe, I don't know. It's really hard to say what they could have done. They could have done a lot of different things there because the problem is the situation is so unclear that it's so murky. You don't know exactly what's going on. So it's not really very easy black and white to say, okay, well, they should have just shot him with a taser. Because like I said, I don't know what that officer saw that caused him to pull the trigger.
So,
and we don't know, for example, I mean, because all that we're claiming, all that's claimed is the mom is claiming that he didn't have a gun.
Right.
But we don't know if they recovered one or not. And you can't really see if there's one lying on the ground or underneath the kid or anything like that at the end of the body cam there.
So it's one of those things that to be continued once the investigation closes, and let's keep an eye out on the story.
Oh yeah, because I want to follow that investigation and see what's happening with that.
Yeah. So I just got word, Joe, and everybody, that one of my students, I call him one of my pupils, Lord High Fixer, is on the same time as his fucking teacher is, El Sancho. And this motherfucker's live right now. He's mirroring News New England, which I'm not going to play the audio or touch that. But what I want everyone to do is I want everyone to go to High Fixer because let me give Joe Black a second to kind of comment on that video. And then I'm going to have everybody completely go over to High Fixer who decides to go on the same time as Sancho. You motherfucker. I'm just kidding. Joe Black, what do you think about this?
I'm having a few
about that video
issues with StreamYard, but doing my best. Yeah, definitely. Those two situations should not be called in the cops.
Right.
Sorry,
What
can you hear
should
me?
they? So what should they have been doing?
How?
22 people. Come on, people.
Can you hear me
I
at
want
all?
Fix. I can hear you, but I want Fix's watch count to get more than 23 people. So let's go. It was at 19. Let's go. I want it at 30 people. Tell them that Sancho sent you. Joe Black, go ahead. Joe? Technical issues galore.
Yeah, he's having issues with
Technical
StreamYards.
issues. Technical issues. Yeah, we did hear you, Joe, but you want to try it again? Try it again. My love. Try it again, my love. No. All right, 26 people. I'm going to keep mods. Let's keep plugging High Fixers thing for a few minutes. I'm going to get off at the 30 person mark. He had like 19 people before. So everybody, please subscribe. Please check out Lord High Fixer. He's my guy. Good buddy of mine. I spent my morning talking to him today. It was awesome. Joe, are you back, my guy? Joe? All right. So we're at 24 people over there. Mods, we're going to keep hitting the fucking thing.
I can't believe Brian's still streaming this late, unless they're just going over a stream from.
It's only
And
1 a.m.
Literally live stream that shit for fucking hours.
It's only 1 a.m. Sancho sent me here.
Lord, Howard, we'll give you 30 seconds to answer.
Okay, hold on. So not at all, right? So is Sasha doing the same thing? Is she going in front of people's houses?
So I just told him he needs to blow me.
No, I can't answer that. I've never
Let's
been
hear
to
him
anybody's
respond.
house.
No. So he's clearly not a troll.
He
Obviously,
needs to
because
blow me.
He knows exactly. He knows right from wrong. Look, he said.
Everybody, tell Fixer to blow me.
Listen.
Hey, Sancho,
said
I'm
what?
gonna.
Oh damn!
I'm gonna head
Sancho.
over there. Okay,
Matt,
Sancho's
pass
my
the
guy,
message
bro.
over, my guy.
I will. Okay.
Fucking love you, Sancho. If you're watching,
Pass
love
it
you, my
over.
guy.
No, he's gonna blow
Love
me.
you too, bro.
All right,
Oh, he's got
all right.
33 people.
I mean,
now.
I
apologize.
Like,
Matt,
at the
thank
end
you.
of the day,
All right.
at the end
Have a
of
good
the
night,
day-
Sancho.
At
Okay.
the
You
end of
too,
the day,
man.
listen, Howard.
All right,
Howard,
he's
listen,
got 33
I
people
get
now.
that you don't.
That's what I
like
wanted to
the
do.
fact that Sasha
These are the links.
Is
Tell him that I
threatening
sent
and,
him.
You know,
Tell him that he needs to give me a
and
blowjob.
to dox
I
some
will
of these
pass
people
on
and all
that.
shit.
I'm madly in love with
But at
Jess
the end of the
H.
day,
I'm going to
dude,
marry that
you gotta
woman.
really think about
Everybody,
it.
please like, share, and subscribe to me. Please like, share, and subscribe to Lord High Fixer. And I need to shut him off so I can wrap up the fucking show. Sorry, everybody. Thank you for everyone who joined the members. Thank you for everybody for joining. Taryn and Wilma, good to see you two again. You're fucking strangers. Haven't seen you in forever. Thank you for coming back to me. I miss you. Thank you for being here, everybody. Like, share, and subscribe. And I will. Liberty Bird and Kev apparently have a show tomorrow night on Waka Flocka. So check that out tomorrow night.